Sister Wives star Janelle Brown's close friend Angela Moody dies at 51 after battle with opioid addiction. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Flagstaff, Arizona. Angela Moody, a close personal friend of Sister Wives star Janelle Brown, has passed away at age 51 after a long struggle with opioid addiction, multiple sources close to the family confirmed to Entertainment Daily. Moody's passing was confirmed to Entertainment Daily on Tuesday by family representatives, who described her as a vibrant soul who fought bravely against addiction for many years. Angela was a beloved friend, mother, and community member whose life was tragically cut short by the ongoing opioid crisis, the family statement read. We ask for privacy during this difficult time as we mourn her loss. Sources close to Janelle Brown confirm the reality star is devastated by the loss of her friend. Brown and Moody had been close for over a decade, with Moody occasionally appearing in the background of Brown's social media posts and reportedly providing emotional support during Brown's recent separation from Kody Brown. The Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed to Entertainment Daily that an autopsy is pending, but preliminary reports indicate opioid involvement. Moody had been open about her struggles with prescription pain medication, which began after a serious car accident in 2018. Addiction specialist Dr. Michael Chen, who was not involved in Moody's treatment, told Entertainment Daily, "Cases like Ms. Moody's highlight the dangerous progression from legitimate pain management to addiction. This is exactly why the medical community is pushing for more comprehensive pain treatment protocols." Moody's passing comes amid growing concern about Arizona's opioid crisis. State Health Department data shows opioid-related deaths have increased 25% in the past 3 years, with prescription opioids involved in nearly 40% of cases. Friends have established a memorial fund in Moody's name to support addiction recovery services. Angela would want her story to help others still fighting this battle, said longtime friend Sarah Wilkins. She was the most generous person, always putting others first, even while fighting her own demons. Janelle Brown has not made any public statement regarding Moody's passing. The Brown family continues to navigate multiple personal challenges, including Janelle's separation and the family's recent move from Las Vegas. Is Sister Wives nearing its final chapter? Fans speculate show's end after Christine Brown's cryptic teaser. The future of TLC's long-running reality series Sister Wives is shrouded in uncertainty, leading fans to speculate that the show may be filming its final season. The speculation ignited after Christine Brown, the first wife to publicly leave patriarch Kody Brown, posted a cryptic message about the show's future. Catalyst for the online frenzy was a promotional clip and corresponding social media post from Christine. In the video, she is asked about what's next for her, to which she responds with a hesitant, "I don't know. I don't know if I can say." She then looks directly at the camera, breaking the fourth wall, and adds, "I don't know if we're done. I don't know." This vague and uncharacteristically guarded response sent shockwaves through the show's dedicated fanbase. For a series that has built its brand on documenting the entire spectrum of the Brown family's life, from marriages and births to divorces and internal conflict, such uncertainty about its own existence feels like a significant omen. Family and a show transformed. Sister Wives premiered in 2010, introducing audiences to Kody Brown, his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, and their collective 18 children. The show initially focused on their unique polygamous lifestyle and their struggles with societal perception. However, in recent years, the narrative has dramatically shifted to one of disintegration. Christine's official departure in 2021 was a watershed moment for the family and the series. Her exit was followed by the quiet dissolution of Kody's marriage with Janelle in 2022, and most recently, Meri's official split in early 2023. This leaves Kody legally and spiritually married only to his 4th wife, Robyn, a far cry from the large, plural family the show was built upon. Fan theories and declining ratings. On social media platforms like Reddit, Instagram, and TikTok, fans are connecting the dots. Many argue that the core premise of the show, Sister Wives, no longer exists. Without the plural marriage dynamic, what is the show even about? One Reddit user commented. It's now Kody, Robyn, and their ex-wives. The story has reached its natural conclusion. Others point to the increasingly tense and often depressing storylines. The recent seasons have been dominated by the fallout from COVID-19, accusations of favoritism, and the palpable breakdown of Kody's relationships with his older children and first three wives. Ratings have seen a decline, and some viewers feel the show has become repetitive and emotionally draining. While TLC has not made any official announcement regarding the show's cancellation, there are several possibilities for its future. Complete cancellation, the most straightforward outcome. The network could decide the story is over and conclude the series, perhaps with a final reunion special to tie up loose ends. A spin-off series, Christine's new marriage to David Woolley and her journey as an independent woman has been a hit with fans. A spin-off focusing on her, Janelle, and Meri's lives post-Kody, tentatively dubbed the Ex-Wives Club by fans, is a highly plausible and potentially popular alternative. A drastically reformed format. The show could continue but with a much smaller focus, perhaps following only Kody and Robyn's household. However, this is widely considered the least likely option to succeed, given the current audience sentiment. Sister Wives spoilers, standoff on Coyote Pass as Janelle reaches her breaking point in explosive episode. The slow-burning disintegration of the Brown family polygamist experiment threatens to explode into an all-out inferno in the upcoming Sister Wives Season 20 Episode 9. Promised to be one of the most pivotal hours in the show's long history, this episode delivers on the tense foreshadowing of the entire season, centering on a dramatic standoff on Coyote Pass, Janelle's final straw, and Robyn's perplexing search for a seemingly non-existent familial connection. The sacred ground of Coyote Pass, the sprawling Arizona property once envisioned as the future shared home for Kody Brown and his four wives, is now set to become the symbolic battleground where the last vestiges of that dream are shattered. The standoff on Coyote Pass, a property divided. Spoilers indicate that the central conflict of the episode revolves around a tense meeting at Coyote Pass. What was meant to be a practical discussion about land plots and infrastructure devolves into a raw confrontation about loyalty, equity, and the corpse of their plural marriage. Janelle, who has invested a significant portion of her finances into the property, is reportedly adamant about securing her share and finally building a home for herself. However, Kody's priorities appear to be elsewhere. With the family finances tangled and his emotional capital invested almost exclusively with Robyn, he is resistant to allocating resources to Janelle's build. The discussion escalates into a heated argument, with Kody allegedly using his signature circular logic and deflecting blame, while Janelle stands her ground, demanding fairness and transparency. This isn't just a disagreement about money or dirt, it's a proxy war for the entire family's collapse. The standoff signifies the final impossibility of their original plan. The land that was to unite them in a communal compound is now the very thing highlighting their irreparable division. Janelle is done, the final straw. For Janelle, the pragmatic and often peacemaking wife, the events at Coyote Pass seem to be her breaking point. Spoilers suggest that during and after the confrontation, she reaches a moment of profound clarity. The woman who once said their family was worth the hassle now appears to see the hassle as a futile effort with no return. Her famous line from the season trailer, "I'm done," is believed to be directly linked to this episode. It's not just being done with the argument, but being done with the emotional labor, the financial imbalance, and the one-sided effort to save a relationship that Kody has long since abandoned. Viewers will see Janelle, typically stoic, display a mix of anger, disappointment, and ultimate resolve. This episode likely sets the stage for her official, permanent separation from Kody, following the paths of Meri and Christine. Robyn's search, a quest for a scapegoat? In a parallel and deeply ironic storyline, Kody Brown, Kody's last remaining wife standing, is on a search. Spoilers reveal that Robyn is actively seeking a relationship counselor for the entire family. On the surface, this may seem like a last-ditch effort to heal the gaping wounds. However, given the context of the season, fans and spoiler analysts interpret this move differently. To many, Robyn's search feels less like a solution and more like a performance. It appears to be an attempt to prove that she and Kody are trying everything to save the family, thereby shifting the blame for the eventual collapse onto the other wives for not participating. Her teary-eyed pleas for family unity ring hollow when the fundamental structure of that family, equality and shared love, has been systematically eroded, a process in which she and Kody have been the primary actors. The search for a counselor at this late stage, when 3 wives have already left emotionally or physically, is seen as a futile and tone-deaf gesture, designed to create a narrative of victimhood for Robyn and Kody. Perfect storm of collapse. Episode 9 of Sister Wives Season 20 promises to be a perfect storm, bringing together the series' core conflicts into one explosive hour. The death of a dream. Coyote Pass represents the dream. The standoff is its funeral. The end of patience. Janelle represents the last bastion of logical commitment. Her being done is the final nail in the coffin. The illusion of effort. Robyn's search represents the family's failed leadership, prioritizing the appearance of reconciliation over the difficult work of genuine accountability and change. As the Brown family saga continues to unfold, this episode stands as a definitive turning point. It is no longer a question of if the family will completely fracture, but a stark documentation of how the last remaining threads are being decisively cut, one heartbreaking argument at a time. Sister Wives. Kody Brown blames Meri's BFF Jen for their separation, accusing her of pushing his first wife to leave him. In the ever-unfolding saga of the Brown family collapse, a new and deeply personal villain has been named. In a stunning deflection of responsibility, patriarch Kody Brown is now pointing the finger directly at his first wife Meri's closest confidant, Jen Sullivan, alleging that she masterminded Meri's decision to finally end their spiritual marriage. This explosive accusation, revealed in a forthcoming episode and supporting interviews, shifts the blame from years of his own neglect and the catfishing scandal onto the shoulders of Meri's best friend, igniting fury and disbelief among the show's fans. This new development marks a significant low in Kody's ongoing narrative about the disintegration of his polygamist family, showcasing a refusal to look inward for the causes of his own marital failures. The accusation, a friend as a third-party agitator. According to spoilers and promotional materials, Kody articulates his theory in a confessional and during conversations with his other wife Robyn. He claims that Jen, who has been a steadfast presence in Meri's life for years, actively pushed and influenced Meri to leave him. He frames their friendship not as a source of support but as a toxic influence that poisoned Meri against him. "I think Jen has been a third party in our relationship that has not been helpful," Kody is reported to state. He suggests that Jen's counsel, rather than encouraging reconciliation, empowered Meri to prioritize her own happiness and walk away from a marriage that had been emotionally dead for years. For Kody, this external interference is a convenient scapegoat for a relationship he had long since abandoned. A friendship forged in fire. Who is Jen Sullivan? For viewers of Sister Wives, Jen Sullivan is far from an unknown entity. She is not a fleeting reality TV acquaintance but has appeared on the show multiple times, most notably as Meri's rock-solid support system during the darkest period of her life, the devastating catfishing scandal. While Kody emotionally and physically distanced himself from Meri in the aftermath of that event, Jen was the one who provided a shoulder to cry on, offered a home, and helped Meri pick up the pieces. Her loyalty has been unquestionable. To see her now being framed as a manipulative puppet master has been seen by fans as a profound misreading of her role. Jen was not the cause of the marital breakdown. She was the life raft Meri clung to after Kody had already let her drown. Fan backlash, defending Jen and denouncing Kody. The fan reaction on social media and fan forums has been overwhelmingly supportive of Jen and dismissive of Kody's claims. A pattern of deflection. Fans are quick to note that this is part of a larger pattern for Kody. He has previously blamed Christine's bad attitude for their split and cited a lack of patriarchal respect from Janelle for their troubles. Blaming Jen for Meri's departure is seen as the latest in a string of excuses that avoid any personal accountability. The real reason Meri left. Longtime viewers argue that the real reasons for Meri's exit are painfully clear on camera. Years of emotional neglect, Kody's admission that he no longer considered himself married to her, his blatant favoritism of Robyn, and his failure to even pretend to fight for their relationship. One fan succinctly tweeted, "Kody, you pushed Meri away for a decade. Jen just helped her find the door." Rallying around Jen, the controversy has sparked a wave of support for Jen Sullivan, with fans flooding her social media with messages of gratitude for being the friend Meri needed. Hashtags like Team Jen have trended among the fanbase, celebrating her as a true ally in Meri's journey to independence. Meri's silent victory and the final nail in the coffin. While Meri has maintained a dignified silence regarding these specific accusations, her actions speak louder than Kody's words. She has moved on, establishing a vibrant and successful life in Utah with her bed and breakfast B&B Parowan. She appears happier and more fulfilled than she has in years, a living testament to the fact that leaving Kody was the right decision for her, regardless of who supported it. Kody's attempt to blame Jen ultimately backfires, serving as the final piece of evidence for what viewers have long suspected. He is incapable of understanding the pain he has caused. By attacking Meri's support system, he only validates her decision to leave. He confirms that he sees a wife seeking happiness and autonomy not as an individual with agency, but as a pawn being manipulated by a third party. A new man or a hollow gesture? Kody Brown shaves signature beard for Robyn in stunning sister wives metamorphosis. In the world of reality television, certain images become iconic. For over a decade, Kody Brown of TLC's Sister Wives has been defined by one such feature: a head of flowing, curly hair and a full salt and pepper beard that framed his face like a lion's mane. It was the look of a patriarch, a rebel living an outlaw lifestyle, and a central part of his on-screen identity. But in a moment that has sent shockwaves through the fandom, Kody has shaved it all off, revealing a startlingly new visage, and the reason, he claims, is for his one remaining wife, Robyn Brown. The dramatic transformation, captured in a recent episode and promoted heavily in TLC's teasers, is more than a simple grooming choice. For the show's audience, it symbolizes the most profound shift in the Brown family structure to date: the death of the polygamous patriarch and the birth of a monogamous man. The great reveal, a face unseen for a generation. The scene unfolds with a palpable sense of ceremony. Kody is shown in a bathroom, electric clippers in hand, with Robyn looking on. As he methodically shears away the beard that has been his trademark since the show's premiere in 2010, the atmosphere is a mix of suspense and gravity. The final reveal is jarring. The man staring back from the mirror is, in the words of many fans online, unrecognizable. The sharp jawline and clean-shaven cheeks present a version of Kody Brown that hasn't been seen by the public in over a generation, stripping away not just facial hair but a core layer of his established persona. Robyn's reaction, as presented, is one of tearful approval and support. "I just want to see your face again," she is heard saying in the clip, suggesting the shave was a request or a shared desire. For Robyn, it may represent a reclaiming of the man she first married, a man now unburdened by the complexities and conflicts of his other marriages. Symbolism in the stubble, shedding the past. In the context of the Brown family's epic collapse, the act is dripping with symbolism. Fans and cultural commentators have been quick to dissect its meaning. When the end of plural marriage, Kody's beard was a fixture throughout his marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine. It was part of the package they all knew. By shaving it off after their departures, he is performing a ritualistic shedding of that past life. He is visually and physically distancing himself from the man who failed to maintain those relationships. To a pledge of allegiance to Robyn, this is the most direct interpretation. By undergoing such a drastic change explicitly for Robyn, Kody is sending an unmistakable message of devotion. It is a non-verbal vow that his energy, his identity, and his future are now dedicated solely to her and their children. He is, in effect, proving his loyalty through metamorphosis. 3. A crisis of identity. An alternative reading suggests this is less about a new beginning and more about an identity crisis. With his role as the head of a large plural family evaporating, Kody may be grappling with who he is. The shave could be a desperate attempt to find a new identity, to literally see a different man in the mirror because the old one is associated with failure and loss. Fan reaction, from shock to cynicism. The fan reaction across social media platforms has been swift and divided, though skepticism reigns supreme. Shock and some praise. Some viewers expressed pure shock at the new look with comments like, "I didn't even recognize him." A small contingent has praised the change, suggesting he looks younger and that it's a positive step for his relationship with Robyn. Cynicism and criticism. The overwhelming response, however, has been cynical. Many fans view the gesture as performative and hollow. "He couldn't be a good husband to 3 wives, but he can shave his beard for one," read a typical comment on a fan forum. Others see it as the ultimate proof of his capitulation to Robyn's influence, dubbing it the final step in the Robynization of Kody Brown. Comparisons to a midlife crisis. Numerous viewers have compared the drastic makeover to a cliched midlife crisis, akin to buying a sports car. They argue it's a superficial change that does nothing to address the deep-seated issues of favoritism, neglect, and poor communication that led to the family's breakdown. TLC is undoubtedly framing this moment as a pivotal new chapter for Kody and Robyn. It's a powerful visual for the promos, signaling that the show itself is transforming alongside its subjects. However, for the audience that has watched 3 wives walk away, this dramatic gesture may feel less like a rebirth and more like an epitaph. The beard was a symbol of the plural family. Its removal is the final, undeniable confirmation that the family, as viewers knew it, is gone. Whether this clean-shaven Kody represents a man finally at peace in a monogamous relationship or a man utterly unmoored from his former identity is a question that will define the remaining episodes of Sister Wives. One thing is certain, the patriarch with the famous beard is dead, and in his place is a stranger.